Well, I said there's 3 components to true cellular detox. Number 3 was using true binders. Look, this is where most people go wrong. They're using the street cleaner, remember? Raising up all the dust, it ends up redistributing some other place, possibly causing damage, or they're using things that simply don't work at best. Well, this is a true binder. Well, I have to tell you a story because, there are other true binders, no doubt, that have been used in the past, but this is a true binder really that hasn't been introduced into our world since the 1930s. One of the true binders that we used for a long time, the FDA started taking away. In that process, I was very frustrated, and I was expressing that frustration to my wife, and she gave me some really good advice. She said, just pray about it. I probably grumbled, I'd done that, but you know what? I really took her serious, and I did start to pray about it. Matter of fact, it became something I was doing every day. I literally was praying about it. And I'm telling you, it wasn't but maybe 2 weeks that went by that my wife said, this gentleman called and he said, there's this true binder, this detox product that you have to look at. He saw one of your videos where you're drawing the cell, and he said, this is exactly what he needs. And this scientist developed this product. They have a patent on it. You need to talk to him. Now, normally you have to understand that if my wife just didn't give me the advice to pray about this and that something's going to come and God's going to answer your prayers, she probably wouldn't have brought the call to me because it doesn't happen that simple. But she did. So she said, you need to talk to this guy. So I get on the phone and I start talking to him and I'm asking him about the product, and he says, well, it's a liquid zeolite. I said, I thought it was really good up to that point. You have to understand that years before, I had tested all these liquid zeolites. And look, we know when we look at history, zeolite is an amazing true binder of heavy metals and toxins in general. They use it for environmental cleanups. So we know that, but the problem has been that it doesn't leave the gut. It's a particle, it's too big. So when we heard all these great claims, we knew it was possible in the gut, but we couldn't find any truth to anything beyond the gut, unless someone may have a leaky gut, pretty open, that they went through. So I think some of the symptom changes that people swore by their liquid zeolites, some of it may have been true to that. But look, we wanted something that not just leaves the gut, that actually even gets into the cell and hopefully the brain. Well, he told me this product does. And it was a special hydrolyzed clinoptilolate particle that is part of the zeolite family, right? And he tells me about this. And he tells me about the doctor, scientist who developed it and hydrolyzed the zeolite that is not only small enough to cross the gut, but it's small enough to go into the cell and into the brain. At that point, I'm still skeptical. I said, I'm going to have to talk to this gentleman. So he puts me on the phone with this doctor. And first of all, cardiovascular surgeon, won 2 of the most prestigious awards in cardiovascular surgery for other things that he's developed. Bright guy, impressed. Worked in, some major clinics from, Mayo to Cleveland. This guy's bright, very connected, and he tells me how he hydrolyzed this particle. Got it so small that it crosses the gut into the cell and even into the brain. So he started explaining the science. I even went to the lab. I was sold. Well, we've been using this product in many of our clients. And I can tell you, once again, you're in a very special office because they're using the product, obviously. But let me tell you, this is groundbreaking in cellular detox. It's a true binder that holds so strongly on to the toxins that it brings it all the way out of the body. And I'll tell you, there's nothing more safe than what's in nature. Safe, effective, true binder, gets into the cell, gets into the brain. It's a true story. I can't take credit. I have to believe that God put this on the earth and in our hands for a very good reason. I said this was my mission and my purpose is to bring cellular detox and healing to the planet. I know it wouldn't happen without Cytodetox. So that's the story. That's Cytodetox. Well, let's go to the next product.